Hi all, welcome back to our channel Code for Tech Solutions. Today in this video we are going to cover a new topic. So we are going to cover sealed classes in Java 17. Sealed classes has been introduced initially in Java version 15 and made stable in Java version 17. So the points about sealed classes which we are going to cover in this video, like first we will see what are the sealed classes. Next we will see why it is added into Java version 15 and 17. Next we will see what are all possible scenarios with example of sealed classes and interfaces with code we will see. So all these points we are going to cover in this video. So to better understand sealed classes, first we need to know what are final and abstract classes in Java. So final class is not meant to be extended. This is about a class, and in case of interface cannot be final. As an example, you can put a final keyword before a class and that class will be final. Next thing, like abstract class is meant to be extended. So we can see as an example, like we can put an abstract keyword before the class, and we need to have the class need to have at least one abstract method to make that class as an abstract. So this is about the abstract class. The point is here you can see the final class is not meant to be extended, whereas the abstract class is exactly opposite to final class and is meant to be extended. So there are different ways to restrict class in Java. So with approach 1 we can see final class. A final class is a class that cannot be extended. It will restrict all other classes from being extended. Next thing, like approach 2 we can see abstract class. Abstract class will allow all or any class to extend the abstract class, provided it should provide implementation of abstract method which is defined in abstract class. So think about the other scenario. Let's say if we want to restrict all classes but allow few class to extend a particular class. So if there is a kind of scenario, this kind of scenario, then there is no solution in Java like we can achieve this or we can implement such kind of scenario. So to address such scenario, like we can see sealed class will address this scenario, like it will restrict all but allow few. That means it will restrict all classes but allow few classes to extend a sealed class. So sealed class will is a class which will permit selective classes or set of classes to extend it. So we can see as an example, we can put sealed as a keyword, a class, and class A permits. These are the classes like B and C will extend. These are the set of classes like B and C will extend the sealed class A. So this is the sealed class example, and we can see it's a solution with which we can restrict all classes but allow few classes or set of classes to extend the sealed class. So why sealed class is there and it has been added into the Java? So it will it's a kind of controller inheritance. It will allow specify a limited set of subclasses, providing better control over the inheritance hierarchy. Next thing, there is enhanced security. By restricting which classes can extend a sealed class, we can reduce the risk of unwanted and harmful modifications, enhancing the overall security of our application. Next thing, like it provides the improved maintainability, because now the classes will be well defined, and the developers can understand and maintain, and the relationship between the classes, and make it clear that which class will extend which other class. And in terms of documentation, again, like sealed classes provide a clear understanding and documentation about the intended usage of the class and its subclass, making it easier for the developers to understand how to use them properly. So this is about why the sealed classes has been added into the Java 17 and 15 versions. Now we will see what are the possible scenarios of sealed classes and interfaces. First case, let's say we will see our existing inheritance, let's say before the sealed classes how was the inheritance, so we will see that part. In case second, we will create a sealed class. In case 3, we will the class extending sealed class can be either final, sealed or non-sealed. Okay, so this is the case, like let's say if we have created a sealed class, then the next class which will be extending the sealed class, that class should be either final or sealed or non-sealed. So the case 1, the class extending the sealed class can be final. Case 2, class extending sealed class can be sealed. And case 3, class extending sealed class can be non-sealed. We are going to see all these scenarios with examples. Next thing, like we will see the case 4, like the class can extend sealed class which will further implements an interface. Let's say there is a base class which will be base class which is a sealed class, and that class is implementing the interface itself. Okay, so we can extend that sealed class as well, a sealed class which is implementing the interface. Now in case 5 we can see an interface can till case 4 we have seen all the class sealed classes. Now in case 5 we can see an interface can be declared a sealed interface as well. And there are scenarios like an interface extending sealed interface can be either sealed or non-sealed. Now in case of class, the class extending sealed class can be declared as a sealed, non-sealed and final, but in case of interface cannot be final. Hence it can be either sealed or non-sealed in case that interface is extending a sealed interface. Now there are two scenarios. The interface extending sealed interface can be sealed, or there is other like interface extending sealed interface can be non-sealed. So these are all possible scenarios we can check in our code base. Like here is our case 1. We will see in normal thing before the sealed classes how it was we were extending. So this is like class A, and class B extends class A. This is our common and in general we used to follow. Now after the addition or introduction of sealed classes, now we can define one sealed class, like let's say so here we can define one sealed class A permits class B and class C, but for that we need to create class B and class C. Now let's say before that, now we can follow this scenario only. So let's say for creating the second and third, let us make class A as an sealed class and class B. Here with the keyword of sealed we need to mention what all other classes we want to permit to extend the sealed class. So let's say B and C. Now we need to create B and C class as well, because it will show the, if we try to, let's say if we have mentioned the B class which will extend A. Now here you can see it is showing the compile time error, because as we have mentioned in our this point, the class extending sealed class can be either final, sealed or non-sealed. So we have not mentioned any identifier. Now we need to mention as a sealed. So this is the first case, like class B extends A, and here because we have made it sealed, we need to add the permits along with the sealed, and we can say it's a first case, like we can see it here, it's a final. Okay, so let us see with the final. Now without permitting we will make it like a final, so that it will end it at here itself. Now here we made the B class as a final, so there is no more extension of the B class. So this is about the class B which is extending sealed class A, and we made it final. So this is the scenario of the first case. Now we can see the second case scenario. We need to make the class extending class as a sealed class. Now we can comment out it here. Here let's say here we can make this class B, which is extending the class A, as in sealed. Sealed class B extends A, and as we are using the sealed keyword, we can say permits, and here we need to define the what are other classes we are going to allow to extend this B class. Okay, so we have mentioned the C class. Now let us do one thing, like we can make C class as a final, which will extends A, sorry, B, that's it. Final, we need to mention class. Fine. So this is sealed class. This covers the scenario which is like the class extending sealed class can be sealed. This is the second. We have made a sealed class B, which is extending a sealed class A. Now, as we have mentioned class B as a sealed, it should mention permits, and it should mention what other classes can extend this class B. So we have mentioned the class C. Now we need to define the class C. Now we have made the class C as a final. Fine. Next thing, like let's say non-sealed case. Like let's say if we want to, we can make it as a non-sealed. This is a non-sealed class B. Now in this case, now here, as it is a non-sealed class, now any other class can extend this non-sealed class. This is the scenario, right? Now because we made it non-sealed, now here we do not need to add the permit and create one more sealed class, because it's a non-sealed class. So this is the scenario. We can see we can create a non-sealed class. So we made it clear with this third point. Now what is the next point? Like we can see the class can extend a sealed class, which will further implement an interface. So let us see here. This is the fourth one. Now let me comment out these things, and we can see this is our fourth case. Now here what we can see, this is our sealed class A, which implements interface E, and we have defined the interface E at here. And as it is a sealed class, we need to add permits B and C classes, and we have defined one final class for B and one non-sealed class for C, which is extending class A. Okay, so we can see even the sealed class which is implementing the interface, we can extend the such a class, which sealed class which is implementing an interface, and we have seen the class B and class C is extending class A. So this is the scenario where fourth scenario. In fifth scenario, we can see interface can be declared a sealed interface. So we have seen this. Now in case of sixth scenario, we can see an interface extending sealed interface can be either sealed or non-sealed. So the point one, like we are making the interface which is extending sealed interface as a sealed, and there is a one more example, the interface extending and sealed interface can be a non-sealed. So we can see here is our sealed example. Now let us check. So sealed interface and non-sealed interface, this is the sixth one. So this is case 1, sealed interface B extend class A, permit C. Now this is like, let's say here we have this interface A which permits B, sealed interface A permits B interface. Now this is the sealed interface B which extends A, and as we are using the sealed interface, we need to permit what other interface are going to extend this B interface. So we have mentioned like there is an interface C which is a non-sealed, which will extend the interface B. So with this we have covered these 2 points, like an interface extending the sealed interface can be sealed or it can be non-sealed as well. So that's it. With this, like, we have covered all the scenarios, possible scenarios related to the sealed class and no, sealed interfaces. So I will request you to please like and subscribe this video. Thank you so much for watching this.